Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we're doing page 50 and 51 in the Safar book 7, textbook 7. Okay, this is really simple, so it shouldn't take long, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is on page 50, just explain to you about Sajda Sahwa. Because the way how we're going to break it down in this, first we'll do Sajda Sahwa, which you should remember from last year, but if you don't, we'll go through it again very quickly. And then the second one is forgetting what rakat you're on. Okay? What rakat you're on. Right, so let's do Sajda Sahwa first, yeah? Let's crack on. Now, Sajda Sahwa, okay, means the sajda of forgetfulness. Yeah? You should know that. So if I was to ask you, well, what do you think the general topic is of why you do it? Well, it's when you forget something. Okay? Now, there are some cases, or there are the cases where you do Sajda Sahwa. Okay? We'll talk about how you do it in a second, but when do you do it? So it's when you're praying Salah, okay? Now, either you've delayed a faraz and you've delayed a wajib. Now, when we talk about delaying, you have to talk about a time frame, yeah? So we know it's one rukan, which is 3 subhanallahs, yeah? So, for example, let's imagine I'm in Qawma and I'm meant to go into Sajda, aren't I? But I stand there for more than one rukan, 3 subhanallahs, and I don't know, I'm picking at my clothes, trying to get some dust off, or I'm wiping my nose or something, or I'm adjusting the doorkey or my hijab. If you do that for more than 3 subhanallahs, you have to do Sajda Sahwa, yeah? So for a wajib, imagine you delay praying Surah Fatiha for the same reasons. You have to do Sajda Sahwa. Okay? And Sajda Sahwa is done at the end. Yeah? So always at the end of the Salah. So if you're doing a 2 rakat Salah, you pray at the end of the 2 rakats. If you do it 3 rakat Salah, you don't do it at 2 rakats, you do it at the end of the 3 rakats. If you do a 4 rakat Salah, you do it at the end of the 4 rakat. So you delay a faraz or you delay a wajib. Okay, you either repeat a faraz, so you do 2 rukus or 2 sajdas, or you repeat a wajib, so you pray 2 surah fatihas, 2 surahs after surah fatiha, whatever it is. Okay? Or the third one is you miss a wajib. Okay? So you miss praying surah fatiha, you miss qawma, you miss jalsa. Okay? Now, why am I not talking about missing a faraz? Have a think about that. Pause the video if you want. Why does it not include missing a faraz to do sajda sahwa? Because if you miss a faraz, you have to do the whole salah again. Yeah? So if you miss a faraz, if you miss a sajda, if you miss a ruku, if you miss takbir tahrima, you do salah again, yeah? You cannot do sajda sahwa if you miss a faraz. Okay? Now, how do we do sajda sahwa? I'm just going to explain it verbally, okay? Because you guys should know this. So, you go to the end of the salah, you're in qa'da akhirah. At the end of the salah, in qa'da akhirah, you do tashahhud, you say salam once to the right, you go into sajda, go into jalsa, go into sajda, go back into qa'da akhirah, and then you finish the salah. I'll say that again. You go into qa'da, so let's imagine my artistic skills are not great, yeah? So this is you in qa'da akhirah, yeah? You know you need to do sajda sahwa. So what do? You do salam to the right first, okay? Then, so that's number 1, salam to the right. Then you're going to go into sajda, 2. Then you're going to go back into this, jalsa. This is jalsa now, yeah? 3. Then you're going to go, do this a different colour, back into sajda, 4. And then you're going to go back into qa'da akhirah, 5. So you do 2 sajdas, okay? And now, pardon me, once you go into qa'da akhirah, you finish the salah like normal, yeah? Tashahhud, the salawat upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then dua after salah, dua before ending salah. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Now, the page 50, the bottom of it, common or uncommon, which he talks about on page 51, can be so easily summarised by the little flowchart it has. Okay, so this flowchart is all about doubting what rak'ah you're on. Rak'ah you're on. So it's very simple. When you doubt what rak'ah you're on, what's the logical thing you're going to try and do? Yeah, if you're studying qiyam and you're going to try and, so here's the little stick magnet again. Yeah, so he's studying qiyam. Yeah, what's he going to do? He's going to try and think, innit? Yeah, he's going to try and think, what rak'ah am I on? So the first thing you do is try to think or remember. Now, either you're going to be successful or you're not going to be successful, are you? Now, if you're successful, it's a success. Yay! You do remember, okay? If it took you less than one rukn to remember, you just finished the salah. So if less than one rukn, 3 subhanallahs to remember, if it took you less than that, finish it as normal. However, if it took you more than one rukn, what have you done? You have delayed a faraz or a wajib. You've delayed in some way more than one rukn. So what do you have to do at the end if you delay for more than one rukn? Do sajda sahwa at the end. Sahwa at the end. That's literally how easy that is. Okay? Well, let's imagine if you fail. Okay? So you think, oh wow, I really can't remember what I'm on. So all you do here is, yeah, think to yourself, what rak'ah do I think I'm on? So we all have brains, yeah, to working to some degree, yeah, contrary to popular belief with some students. No, I'm joking, that's a joke. So we all will have brains. So when we're praying, so let's imagine Stuart here is praying, yeah? He must have an idea of what rak'ah I'm on. He must think, am I in number 1, am I in number 2? Am I in number 2 or am I in number 3 or 3 or 4? You got to narrow it down. The most simplest way to do it is if you fail, just go with the lowest number you think it is. Go with the lowest number, okay, you think it is. You think it is. So if Stuart here thinks, oh blimey, I can't remember if I'm on the first or the second rakat. No idea if I'm 1 and 2. You go with the lowest number. So you go with number 1. So you pray. So let's imagine he's playing Maghrib and he's got 3 rakats. Stuart didn't know whether he was in the first or second rakat. So he just goes with number 1. So he prays as though he's in the first rakat, prays Maghrib as normal, and then at the end, what do you have to do because you've delayed and you're unsure and you might have missed or repeated something? You do sajda sahwa. That's literally how simple it is. I'll give you another example. Let's imagine Stuart was praying his Isha Salah, and the Isha Salah, the faraz is 4 rakat, and he's in Salah, and he's in his 4th rakat, but he can't remember whether he's in the 3rd or the 4th. So because if now he's thinking, oh blimey, is it 3 or 4? Which one does he go for? He goes for number 3. Why? Because the hadith says from the Prophet ﷺ, when you read the text, go with the lowest number. So he goes with 3. However, what does he have to do at the end? Sajda sahwa. Okay? Hope that makes sense, lads. Okay? So just to reiterate, okay? When you're doubting what rak'ah you're on, you try to remember. If you succeed, okay? If you succeeded and you remembered, if it was less than 1 rukn, you just do normal. Continue it as normal and just finish your salah. Okay? If it's more than 1 rukn which you delayed it for while you were thinking, what would you do at the end? Sajda sahwa. If when you're remembering, you fail, okay? You think, oh, I don't know what I'm on. You just go with the lowest number you think you're on. And at the end, what do you have to do? Sajda sahwa. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Any questions? Put it in the comments below. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.